Yo, what is everybody? It's your boy, Texty Archangel here with a brand new video coming to you guys with my review impressions, so if you want to call it, for the Lost Ark Closed Beta. Hope you all feeling good, looking smelling good. Welcome to the stream. Got two videos upload for you guys today. Today we got a video on my gaming channel, which you're watching right now. You also got a video on my comic book channel, which link below in the description box below, or on your screen right now on the left or right side. A video for the overview spiral, and right after this video, well, not after this video, but a couple hours after this video, we're going live on Twitch with GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition. So link to that in the description box below as well. It's on your screen right now, so come by on Twitch and chat with your boy and hang out. So anyways, Lost Ark, that's what we're here talking about. Lost Ark, for those who don't know what it is, because, you know, let's be honest, everyone knows with all these games, right? There's so many MMOs coming out lately, no one knows what all of them are. Lost Ark is a different kind of MMO. It's MMO, but it's a little bit different. It's an asymmetrical MMO. It's an action RPG, and the same kind of planes and realm of Diablo and Path of Exiles, that kind of like asymmetrical action RPG. But it's MMO, like New World, like Final Fantasy, like World of Warcraft, like Black Desert Online, like Terra, like Elion. It's MMO, but it's also an ARPG. So it's different. It's a different take on the MMO idea, and it's unique in that way. Lost Ark is also, even though it's a closed beta here in the US, it's an open beta over in Russia and in Japan. But in South Korea, it is one of the 3 most played games in South Korea. It's one of the 3 top rated games in South Korea. So this is a very hyped up game, a very well spoken of game from the South Korean audience. So this is some random ass MMO that just came out of nowhere. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone should freaking play it. This is a game that is, seen as being a massively successful game in South Korea. The game has won 6 awards in various categories at the Korean Game Awards in 2019. It's 2021, and this game is just now getting to the West. So let's talk about, the actual game itself, not, all the background details. Lost Ark is a weird game. Like when you first start playing it, you kind of feel like it's just another MMO, and it also kind of feels just like Diablo and just like Path of Exiles. But and those are all good things. These aren't bad things to say. But like the more you play it, kind of get the sense that it's a mindless grind. But at the same time, if you're someone who plays MMOs, you kind of already know that going in, because most MMOs are a mindless grind. If you're playing Black Desert Online, it's kind of a mindless grind. If you're playing New World, it's kind of a mindless grind. If you're playing Final Fantasy, there's a lot of story to it. Well, if you're not doing a story, you're doing a mindless grind. And when it comes to Lost Ark story, I feel like it's too early to say if the story is non-existent, if the story, is bad. So far, the story kind of feels better than, say, Black Desert Online and New World. New World story basically shouldn't exist. Black Desert story is there, but you kind of have to like be reading a lot of text and paying a close amount of attention to it. I would say like the way that the story is presented to you in Lost Ark is kind of similar to how the story is presented to you with Alien, where yes, there's like cutscenes, yes, there's like dialogue options and just in general dialogue. But when it comes to like being voice acted, the voice actors read the first sentence, and then everything else is not read at all. So you gotta read it yourself to understand what's going on next. And cutscenes look pretty cool. The environment looks pretty cool. The game looks pretty good. It's a game for 2019, so it's going to look a little outdated, but it does look pretty good. When it comes to the character creator, is not as expansive as Black Desert Online. Black Desert Online to me is an outlier right now. When it comes to Final Fantasy, when it comes to like how much customization they people are allowing you in MMO, because I think most of them playing lately, you don't get that many options for customization. But this game, when it comes to customization, you can't really customize the body per se. So you can't like make the person taller or shorter. You can't make their thighs thicker or skinnier. You can't make their butt bigger or smaller. You can make their chest bigger or smaller if you make a female character. You can't do things like that. It's kind of just, you make your face, you can sculpt the face a little bit to how you want it to be, change the eye color, change the hair color. There's a lot of hair options in terms of variety. Not a lot of, let me rephrase that. There's not a lot of hair selections, but the selections that they do have is different. Most games don't give you a lot of hair options and most of them are kind of like ugly. You don't use them, or they have like just very few hair options. You kind of just like, all right, well, I guess I'll just go with the one that doesn't look the most basic. This game has a good number of hair options, and almost all of them are so different from the others, where you will have unique hairstyles for most characters. Overall, I think the character creator in this game is pretty solid. I don't think it's bad or anything like that. I might say it's not as expansive as Black Desert Online, for example, but it's definitely way more expensive than freaking like New World or Destiny. I'll say there's probably more to it, just a little bit than Alien. I feel like it's right up there. It's up there with like Final Fantasy. Even like I said, you can't customize like again the body itself in terms of like if you want to make the boobs bigger or the butt bigger or smaller. Um, and that's an important thing to mention because people, when it comes to MMOs, people are definitely attracted to how much customization you can give to the body. People care. People really care about that kind of stuff. And me personally, as long as I can make my character look like a straight up badass, I'm fine. I don't need to like make my character super tall or super thick. Usually when it comes to me customizing bodies anyways, is more along, especially when I make a female character, I'm usually making them a little bit more, muscular than I am trying to make them look like some big tittied, you know, perfect bodied, badass. It's more along the lines of, a decent pair up top and some nice bones and thighs, but also pretty muscular. Getting her UFC fighter build going on. Just, yeah. But anyways, we're getting off topic. We're getting off topic. The game itself plays pretty fine. I didn't have a lot of issues with the game. There was no lag. I didn't have any crashes. The servers were never bad when I was getting on. There's only 2 servers for me to play on for the closed beta, and they're always in the green when it comes to population. And you could say maybe that's like a sign of no one's playing the game, or the servers are just that good. Who knows? I don't know. I didn't look at the numbers for Alien, not Alien, for Lost Ark to see what the population was looking like, how many people were playing the game, people weren't playing the game. I just know when I was going on the world, there was people. No matter what part of the game I was in for while I was playing it, there was always other players around. And yet it still maintained not being laggy, it still maintained no crashes, no, I haven't really experienced any bugs, and it was generally fun. This is a fun game. Like, yes, it's a mindless grind for the most part, but it's also a very fun game, very unique game for and games like Path of Exiles and games like Diablo. You like MMOs and you want to see that kind of combination of those two, kind of like styles together. This game will fit you really freaking fine, especially because of the fact that this game's combat is fucking nuts. Like, damn. Like, there were so many times when I was playing this game where I'll be doing things in the game and I just be like, oh my god, like just making like that sound, because it's so fun. It's so fun to do stuff in this game, and I keep saying how important this is in gaming to have a fun combat. If your combat sucks, if your combat is boring, I'm gonna get bored of your game very freaking fast. Now, if your combat is freaking super engaging and super fun and super nice to look at visually, like just visually you are enjoying what you're seeing for combat, then I'm gonna be playing the game for a long ass time, you know. And this Lost Ark has a really good combat system. It's really fun. It's really attractive when it comes to like watching your character do what your character's doing. I played as an assassin and also made a mage, so I don't have mage gameplay. Most gameplay you're gonna see is just my assassin, but it's just so fun. The things you do in the game is so fun. I did quite a few dungeons. Some dungeons are really good. They're really fun. You can do them solo, or you can do them with other players if you want to. This game's optional PvP as well as optional, in general, co-op in terms of, like, it's an MMO, but you can definitely play this game entirely solo if you want to, and kind of like when it comes to PvP, you can play PvP in this game. It's not gonna force you like Alien will. It's entirely optional. You can play this game by yourself, you can play this game with friends, you can play this game with other players, you can play this game PvP. It's up to you. As for the cash shop, I didn't even look at it. I didn't feel like I needed to. This game, I remember when this game was like being spoken of over the summer, a lot of people were talking about how they fear how the cash out would be because it's a free to play MMO. And when it comes to Korean MMOs, they tend to have very insane cash outs where the microtransactions are up the ass, the pay to win is up the ass. There's a lot of boosters and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of paying for conveniences. Now, the developers, Intrepid Studios and Smilegate, have said that they're making sure that the cash shop isn't, too egregious. I didn't look at it because I didn't care. If you're someone who's going to spend money on this game, that's your choice. I'm not going to touch PvP. I don't. The thought process of pay to win doesn't really enter my head because I'm not going to touch PvP in this game. When I touched the cash shop, if there was like a skin for the character that I thought was like really cool, sure. If there was like a mount that I thought was like really cool and must have, sure. But outside of that, I don't really care about cash shops in any video game. If there's something that I want, sure. If there's not, I'm just gonna play the game. And this is a good game. It's a fun game, and I do recommend anyone who's in MMOs, anyone who's into, like, again, at the Vexals and Diablo. It's not as complicated or hard as like at the Vexals and Diablo, but if you're into like the asymmetrical action RPG style, this game, it will be good for you. Try it out. It comes out in North America in 2022. It's gonna come out this year. It's gonna come out during the summer. Then it got delayed because this game's being published in the US by Amazon. So it's developed by Intrepid Studios. It's Smilegate RPG, but in the US it's getting published by Amazon, and Amazon also published New World. And Amazon didn't want this game to directly compete with New World and its audience. So whenever they delayed New World, they delayed Lost Ark. And Lost Ark has been ready to release for months. But every time they delayed New World, Lost Ark got that delayed. So point to where Lost Ark got pushed out of 2021 and is now coming out supposedly in early 2022. So probably January or February or March. I would guess January or March because February is already stacked, and it will be pretty silly for Amazon to try to compete with all of those games that's coming out in February. So March or January sound like it makes more sense. You can find ways to play the Korean version if you want to like get into it now and just play it. I'd imagine there might be an open beta as well between now and the release, so people can try it out. You can get it on Steam. You can get it directly from Amazon. Pretty sure you probably can get it from Intrepid Studios, website maybe. I don't know, but I got it on Steam. And much like a lot of if you play MMOs, there's like founders editions and things like that, or starter editions, where you buy the game early, you get to play it early, and then you get like all these extra stuff in game. But yeah, Lost Ark is a pretty good game. I enjoyed my experience with Lost Ark. Really enjoyed the gameplay. This is all just the closed beta gameplay. That's all it is. Closed beta was pretty good. I can't wait for the full release. This is one of the games I've been looking forward to all year. People talk about the most anticipated games. I was really looking forward to Lost Ark. I remember when I first heard about it in early 2021, like at the beginning of this year. I was like, I want that game. I don't care about anything else. I want that game. Like it was my most anticipated MMO. Like most people, they were looking forward to New World. I was looking forward to Lost Ark. Yeah, I cared about New World, but I was looking forward to Lost Ark. I was looking forward to two games more than New World, Lost Ark and Swords Legends Online, which y'all saw my videos about that. So I like Swords Legends Online, which has died out because it was player count, because there's so many MMOs. It's unfortunate, but Swords Legends Online was a fun game. It was a great game, and I'm looking forward to Lost Ark. It's probably gonna be from what I played, it was a fun and great game. Yes, a mindless grind, but I still enjoy the game for the most part. Looking forward to it. And with all that said, that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Please leave any thoughts you have in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe. It helps the algorithm, it helps the channel grow. That's literally how you support my channel. Comment, like, subscribe. Those little things the algorithm enjoys. It helps me grow, helps YouTube decide to put my content out there to more people, because they're seeing, hey, this video's getting likes, this video gets comments, it's getting a lot of interactions. Let's push it out there for people to see. I'm going to stream live on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern till 7 p.m. Eastern, playing GTA San Andreas. Come by. Link to Twitch being in the description box below, so it's on your screen right now. I've been your boy, Texas Archangel, most undiscovered talent on YouTube and Twitch. Catch you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe, be kind to one another. Deuces.